thank you so much for joining me for what we're calling Business Launchpad's Full Circle series. The main purpose behind this series is for us to reconnect with some of the young people who's been through our doors, been through our programs, received support, and gone on to do amazing things. So I was really keen to speak to you. I actually tested maybe one of the first samples you sent in. So that's why when you asked me about Kajal, the person who supported you, because I tested your product that very first time through Kajal and I loved it. So tell us a bit about yourself.
So my name's Shannon, and this whole journey basically started with my own personal natural hair journey. So I had relaxed hair, really damaged, and I thought, okay, let me look how to actually look after my hair, because I went to uni, and as you know, as a student, you don't have much money, so trying to keep up with getting my hair relaxed just wasn't working. YouTube was just kind of new by then, so I had searched up how to look after natural hair and learned about this whole natural hair journey community, and it just really intrigued me. So I got involved in that, and then I just got such a passion for it. After I graduated, I was finding it really hard to find a job, so I went ahead and just started the business. So yeah.
All right. So by the sounds of things, this was way before, there's this natural hair trend going on now. So it sounds like your journey actually started before that. Is that right?
Yeah, so I graduated in about 2013. So it was just growing, but there was no one in the UK doing it online. It was all Americans. And that's what kind of inspired me to share my side.
So talk me through what that journey was like. So, for example, you said there weren't many companies here in the UK who's doing it. So I've got two girls and their hair type is very similar, curly, natural hair. I struggled, especially with my first daughter, and she's 21 now, I think. And I struggled finding good products for her. And who are your main competitors in the UK at this point?
So I don't actually sell the hair products, just accessories. So there's another brand that sells hair accessories as well, but they went down the product route now as well. So we're kind of we haven't got like huge competitors, because I try and keep things very niche. That a lot of people have asked, oh, why don't you do hair products? Maybe down the line, but I want to kind of keep our little accessories side of things.
Tell me about any struggles and how you overcame them.
Loads, loads of struggles. One probably was just in the beginning, because the idea that I had, no one was doing it. It's like a pillowcase, but it fits around your pillow like a big bonnet. So coming from no fashion background, I didn't know anything about fabrics. It was just me, like with my little handbag, going down to like West London, where all the fabric shops are, and just like feeling things. And I bought fabric, and it was staining a lot of people's pillowcases and like their sheets and stuff. So that was a big problem I had to overcome. But yeah, like I said, I had no business experience, so I really just didn't know what I was doing. So I learned as I went along.
Yeah. And how did you manage to overcome that sort of?
Just research. A lot thanks to the internet. I learned a lot more about that, and having mentors as well who could direct me in the right place. But again, just a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. What role did Business Launchpad play in supporting you on that journey?
Yeah, they were amazing. So I got into the Pitch Forward program, and I actually won the pitch, which was a huge shock, because I really didn't think that I would win. And luckily I got mentorship, which has been amazing. Still to this day I stay in touch with the people that mentored me, and they helped me to go to Curly Treats, which is like a huge curly hair convention, and I managed to sell there, which went really good.
Amazing. That's really cool. You've mentioned mentorship a couple times. How important is that, do you feel, for any entrepreneurs either starting up or throughout their progress?
It's so important, because I will sit down with a mentor and they will just have little gems that just open your mind up to a whole new solution to any problems that you're having. Because sometimes as a business owner, I feel like you hit a brick wall and you just feel like there's no solution to the problem, but you just need someone else on the outside looking in to help with that.
What inspires you most?
I think just seeing the end goal for me, because I obviously haven't hit that yet, but I can see it happening, like I know it can happen, so it's just I have to just keep going till I get there.
You mentioned most similar businesses to yours being in the US. Are there any businesses that you aspire to be like?
Yeah, so there's a lot of American hair brands that they look like, that founder looks like me. It could be me, like as a woman, young woman. She started from scratch. There's like Meow Organics, Camille Rose Naturals, products like businesses like those. I'd love to be. Yeah.
What will help you to get there?
I think awareness, like brand awareness. So I would love for our accessories to be in every curly girl's bedroom and bathroom. Like that would be my dream.
In terms of networking and connecting with other similar businesses, I always say to young entrepreneurs, there is nothing more important than being able to network and network really well. Has that played a role apart from the mentorship? How's that worked for your business and for yourself?
Yeah, hugely. I feel like in the beginning, because of my network, obviously I started as a curly hair blogger, so I knew a lot of the influencers already in the industry, so I could reach out to them and say, oh, can you try my product? And even down to like recently, just knowing certain other business owners, any opportunities that come up, they'll pass on to me that I would have never known about, and that's just through having that connection and that network. So super important.
It's something that impacts young people and women in business, I find from my own experience and speaking to other people, is imposter syndrome. That feeling of, should I just quit because this might not be for me, I'm not good enough. Have you ever faced that?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you navigate that whole thing?
I sometimes have to block out social media even, because I feel like that's where comparison comes into play. So you'll see other people that look to like they're doing better than you, and it's like, oh, I'm not like that. So I just have to block it out. That's the only way. I don't want any distractions or anything that's going to put me off course. So if you can, just block it out.
Block it out. Okay. Feedback. Just feedback. Let's not call it negative or positive. Okay. How do you take feedback? Okay. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly, no. In the beginning, I found it really hard. Like, I would cry. If I had a customer say that, they were unhappy with something, I would, the anxiety that whole day. I remember I had someone's birthday to go to, and the whole, event, I was just not there because I was just really anxious about that feedback. So for me, that's when I decided I need to outsource customer service, because I can't let that, stop me from moving on. Feedback, yeah, it hurts. It hurts your ego, but you have to kind of separate your feelings and yourself from the business at that point. And things can always be improved. It's not like something that can never be changed.
Yeah. In light of where you are on your journey now, is there anything that you would change just based on your experience?
I want to go with the conventional, no, I wouldn't change anything because it will, bring me where I am today. But I guess there probably could be a few things I could have done earlier on, like learn more about the finances side of business and basically the business side of business, because there's so many mistakes I could have, saved myself from. Yeah. Just because I'm more of the creative side of the business. So yeah, if I put my head down and learnt more about business beforehand, that probably would have got me places faster.
And just to plug your business, tell us all about, just name your business, when it started.
So my business is Oh So Curly, which is a hair tools and accessories brand. We sell satin bonnets, satin pillowcases and hair tools. And within the next 5 years, I would love the business to be available in your main high street stores, and for every curly girl around the world that is, into looking after their curls, to have at least one of our products in their house, in their bedroom or bathroom.
If you could leave a question for the entrepreneur who comes in after you.
Yeah, I would ask them, what existing business do you wish you would have founded?